Hello friends and welcome to Let's Play Find Love or Die Trying. I'm Mo and we're going to find love or die trying. We are on day number 4, I think, right? Maybe it's 5, right? Because we had 1 day of introductions and then date 1, date 2, date 3. So I guess we're on day 5 of our 10-day trip, I think. Somehow this shakes out to some number of days, but we've dated in our second run, because we had one run where it was the Tara and Yui show. Now we're on the Violet, Scarlet, and Allie train. And we've dated each of them once. Now we're starting over. We gotta date all of them a second time, and it's a new day. So let's just see where the story takes us from here.
Then you set the meat at around 300 degrees for 40 minutes.
Okay, what are we making? The meat? Are we making a meatloaf for 300 degrees? Is it super high? So we're kind of cooking a little lower. What are we making? I'm not a big cook myself. I can't guess. Okay, got it. Tara furiously scribbles down some notes. Wait a minute. Could I just cook it for 600 degrees for 20 minutes? See, mathematically, I see why you would think that, but no, you cannot. That is not how cooking works.
That's not quite how this works, I'm afraid.
But the math checks out. It does, the math does, but cooking isn't math, unfortunately. What's going on, my funky party people?
Oh, good morning, Mo Man. How do you do? I'm teaching Tara the proper way to prepare a pot roast.
I said meatloaf, you said pot roast. I'm gonna say I was close. Was I? I'll let you be the judge. Are they close? So far, I'd say it's going pretty well.
Tara will be the one to prepare lunch today instead of me.
Tara turns one of the dials on the stove as far as it would go to the right. That's not a good idea. And the student has surpassed the master.
On second thought, perhaps I'll prepare an alternative course. One moment, please.
Oh, ye of little faith. It's gonna be burned. The outside's gonna be burned and the inside's gonna be raw. Time for the moment of truth. Lunch is served. The whole gang is here, except for Kat, but Tara is nervously clasping her hands tight. Oh! Now, it's delicious, we all said in unison. Did Tara actually make it turn out good, or did Violet pull a sneaky sneak and swap out the food so that we can give Tara a bit of a boost in confidence? I don't know if Violet would do that, but maybe. She looks pretty smug. I think she was up to something. I did it! Oh my gosh! Tara does a little dance in celebration and gives Violet a high five. Should I become a food vlogger? I'm a cooking savant. This talent shouldn't be wasted. Psst, hey, Violet.
What is it, Mo Man?
Is this what you cooked, or is this what Tara cooked? See, that's what I'm wondering. I think it got swapped. Violet smiles and winks at me. She swapped it! Oh boy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She sips on her soup contently. Soup? We had soup with our pot roast? I couldn't help but smile back at her. Darn, this was the best meal I've ever had. You know what? I'll be honest. My first impression of Violet was that she was not the type of person that would do that. I thought she would be snootier. I really did. Turns out all the 5 are very lovely and for the most part pretty kind to each other, which is why I'm so suspicious of this whole thing. Like, you would think that they would be a little cattier to each other a little bit, because realistically, we're on a game show where they're competing for my affection. So you wouldn't think that they would actually be so nice to each other. But also, if I'm aware that Violet did that, maybe that earns Violet some brownie points and no one else knows what's going on. I don't know. I don't know what the angle is here. Granted, my memory only goes back about 4 days, but still, it counts for something. Best meal I've had in the last 4 days, anyway. Morning, Mo Man. Congrats, you've made it to the 4th day. And you've become the first person to have not 1, not 2, but 3 soulmate candidates. Who'd have thought? Granted, soulmate candidates don't really exist, but hey, we'll edit that part out. You should be really, really proud of yourself. I can't tell if you're being serious or not. I just picked 3 ladies that I actually didn't have a choice, so I'll leave that for you to guess. Yeah, she's not being serious. Anyway, between your 3 lucky romantic interests, who do you want to spend today with? Allie. I'm going Allie. Yep. It's been a couple days since we spent any time with her, and I need to figure if I get myself brutally murdered again. Really now? I'm surprised, considering how you KO'd yourself last time. I fear nothing. I fear not death. Go forth, Garl Vinland. Fear not death. But that's none of my business. We'll start filming down at the beach. See you there. Going to the beach? Beach episode! Beach episode! Howdy, Mo Man. You ready for round number 2? I figured you might want to hang out somewhere where rollerblades don't work. Wise decision, Allie. If you brought me out to rollerblades again, I would really suspect that you were trying to kill me. I spent all night dreaming of the next chance I could use those 2 little death machines. Then I'll think you'll love what we've got in store today. There's no wheels where we're going. What do you mean? Are we going surfing or what's it called? Bodyboarding? You'll see. Follow me. First I'm gonna need you to close your eyes. Ooh, mysterious. Okay. I'm not sure I like where this is going. She's gonna push me into a freaking underwater cave or something. Are we going snorkeling? Nothing to worry about, Mo Man. I'll be right next to you the whole time. Because that's always gone so well. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like, yeah, all right. Hasn't it? I mean, I haven't died officially yet. Allie moves behind me and covers my eyes with her hands. Oh, that's even more romantic. And I didn't just close my eyes. She's actually got her hands on my face. I'm just saying. That's actually like, Now let's just keep walking forward. Trust me. Right. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't somewhat enjoying this. That's what I'm saying. My heart skipped a beat when she wrapped her arms around me. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not just me covering my own eyes. She's doing it. You know? I cautiously take step after step forward. First I feel dirt, then sand, then water? I don't know what the question mark is. I don't know how you don't know if you're feeling water, but are you trying to make me drown myself? Of course not, though I gotta admit, this does look a lot like how they killed people back in the day. What do you mean this looks like? How did people used to kill people back in the day? What are you talking about? You're gonna wanna take a really high step forward next, or it's gonna hurt. I raised my right leg as high as I could, then stepped forward. Something clings like metal. Are we getting onto a boat? Next, I bring over my left leg. Keep your eyes closed for just a second longer. I just gotta do one thing. Allie lets go of me and takes a few steps forward. Brace yourself. Wait, what? We're on a boat. We're on a boat. Are we gonna be allowed to be on a boat? Because in my dreams, we try to escape on a boat, and that doesn't go well. I just don't feel like the producer would let us get on a boat. We're on a boat! We're going sailing! I was knocked off my feet by the sudden movement and opened my eyes on reflex. Yeah? That's a pretty way to spend our time. Water sprays onto my body as I struggle to regain my balance. All aboard the SS St. Alley. When and where did you get a boat? Pretty cool, right? I found this baby in the back of the mansion this morning. You just found it. You don't have permission for this? God, I hope they don't just blow us up before we can escape. You just found it? Anyway, I asked Kat if I could take it for a spin. Okay, you got permission. All right. There's probably only enough gas in it or whatever to get well, it's got a sail on it. We could go anywhere, honestly, if the wind is right. She said that as long as we stay within a few clicks of the island, we're good, or the engine will automatically shut off. There it is. That's the trick. I was just thinking there's gotta be some way for it to stop us from going too far. But like I said, there is a sail on this thing. If we're determined, I think we can make this work. So I thought, why not have a little joyride around the island? What could go wrong? You know what? We'll just... You know what? I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. We'll just take a joyride around the island, get away from it all, out on the open water. Definitely not gonna die out here to some giant, like, killer shark or something. It's gonna be great. And away we go. I mean, how can you say no to that face? Look at her, she's excited to be out here. We cruised around the island for a while, taking note of the different buildings covering the island. That's true. We can take note of all the different things. Are there any mysterious buildings that we want to take note of? The mansion seems so small from way out here. Hours fly by as we cruise around. Allie takes a deep breath and sighs. You okay, Allie? You don't seem as chipper as usual. I guess I'm a little homesick. It's nothing to do with you, I promise. I'm just worried about my old man. I'm sorry, wasn't your father... Ah, yeah, he's long gone. You know the old story about New Asia. Not really. I'm talking about Bill. He was a good friend of my dad's, and he's taking care of me and a whole lot of other kids. I actually don't know anything about your dad. Am I supposed to? I'm like trying to remember, do I know anything about your dad? So he's dead. Did I know that? I don't remember knowing that. Sounds like a cool dude. You sure have a way with words, don't you, Mo Man? Do I? I just said he's a cool dude. I don't dwell much on the past, it just slows you down. I couldn't agree more. As a man with no past that I can remember, I couldn't agree more. Is that the amnesia talking? Yup. Who knows? Who knows? It could be. She laughs as she puts her hand tenderly against my cheek. Hey, yo, what are we doing? What are you doing with... What'd that hand do? I'm more worried that he'll get himself into trouble if I'm not around to keep him in check. What's he like? Let's just say that a lot of how I act is from him, but I'm much more restrained. I can only imagine you less restrained. I can only imagine what that means. If you're like this, I guess I wouldn't survive even a single day hanging out with him. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I mean that you're very energetic. Oh, nothing at all. I broke my back on our first date, all right? You have to understand. Allie makes a sharp turn, then suddenly, the sudden force almost throwing me off the boat. Oh, are we still on the boat? I thought maybe we came back to the beach. Hey, what was that for? Why don't we have the boat scene again, but just like dark or something? I don't know. Oh, nothing at all. I can't help but smile at her. She's practically shining when she had that devilish grin. She was practically shining when she had that devilish shining. She's shining. Shiny! Not glowing, not beaming. She was practically shining, like with glitter. I'm sure he's doing just fine, Allie. He's probably watching right now just to make sure you're safe. Right. You're probably right, now that I think about it. He always wastes the day watching crappy reality TV shows. Which gives me an idea. What's that? With one hand on the wheel, Allie turns to me and kisses me on the lips. That was very forward of you, Allie. I kiss her back. It feels like lightning running through my veins. The boat starts to rock back and forth more and more uncontrollably, but we don't stop. Are we gonna crash the boat? Are we gonna crash the boat? It like blows up, goes into flames. Allie's fine, but they have to rush me back off to the hospital and save my life again. I'm trying to figure out, how do I die a second time? That's got to give Bill a heart attack. Oh, that feels like weird daddy issues. You're making out with me just to like get at your dad. Not to get at your dad, but to like freak him out or whatever. Seriously, what kind of father lets their daughter go on a trashy show like this? Wait, your dad's alive. Wait, what was the bill? You know what, I lost the thread. You know what? The kiss has distracted me. I have got new amnesia. What's going on? What are we talking about? I can't help but laugh. Whatever, it's been a fun ride so far. And here's to the next one with you, Mo Man. She kisses me again, sending the boat into an erratic frenzy. We spend the rest of the day together cruising around on the boat till we run out of daylight. You know, Allie isn't really, like, between Violet and Scarlet, who, like, know about my amnesia, and Scarlet's like, I'm gonna build a machine to help fix your amnesia, and Violet's like, I'm gonna get the best scientist to fix your amnesia. Allie's not doing any of that. She's definitely a person for live in the now. The past is whatever, but, like, live in the now, you know what I mean? I kind of respect it. I was feeling a bit restless after today's date to wait in my room, so I went downstairs to relax. Looks like someone had the same idea I did. Kat was relaxing on the sofa with a bottle of red wine in hand. She is a wine drinker, we do know that. Hey there, Mo Man, care for a glass or 5? Okay, hear me out. No, that'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. Remember that time she was like, oh, I've got a headache. I'm like hungover. I did a bunch of drinking last night. Is it possible we are actually in a different timeline right now? Where actually the first run we did and this run are running parallel? And we're like clones or something. And she's like running back and forth to do multiple shows at once. Now that's crazy. That's insane. I'm just trying to figure out like in the like timeline when she would have been drinking 5 drinks and getting drunk or whatever. But no, we get 10 days on this. That doesn't make any sense. Forget what I'm talking about. Care for a glass or 5? Sure. I'm down for some wine. Sure, I'd love a glass. I like wine. Now that's what I'm talking about. She hands me a glass and pours it until it's full. That's the only way to have a glass. Whoa, maybe a bit too much. I would have said that. I want a full glass. What's life without a few risks? I don't know. I don't know what my life was like before now, and I feel like my life is at risk every day, so I couldn't tell you. Long. That's true. Much like your remaining lifespan. Kat fills her glass to the brim and downed it in one go? Excuse me? Glug, 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 glug. That's actually more impressive than I think you realize. That's a lot of wine in one glass in one go. She laughs and lightly jabs me. See, Kat is really familiar with us. I don't know if that's just how she is or what. I feel like I was finally getting to see her real smile. Kat starts chugging down the bottle. Kat's got a drinking problem, actually. How many bottles do we have? I'm not gonna get to have any more than my one glass. You okay, Kat? Are you drinking away your woes? Do you need to talk to old Dr. Mo over here? Therapist Mo? I work on a TV show that kills innocent people for craps and giggles. How okay do you think I could be? Okay, we might actually be getting a little bit of the real Kat. Whatever that means, maybe. You might want to stop drinking that. You're more of a buzzkill than Damien, and I don't even know how that's possible. He's killed people with buzzsaws. Okay. Oh, killing the mood a little bit here, Kat. Sorry, Mo Man, I didn't mean that. Yeah, I hope he doesn't kill me with a buzzsaw. It's okay, Kat. No worries. Okay, maybe a few worries. Maybe a few. Now that you mention it, how did you end up working here anyway? Oh, you know, the old career fair down the block. She lays down on the sofa. If you're here for the daily interview where I ask you about your day, I already have enough footage for today. As strange as it might sound, Kat, I'm here because I'm worried about you. Actually, that's not why I'm here, but the reason I'm still here is because I would like to chit-chat about you a little bit more. And why is that? People who chug a whole bottle of wine in one night usually aren't in the best place. I'm gonna have a difficult time arguing with that one. Worry about yourself, Mo Man. If you knew some of the things I'd done to survive, you wouldn't be trying to comfort me. That might be true. You may have done some pretty terrible things. Yeah. From what it sounds like, no one really has any choice. You just focus on being a ratings magnet on your dates. I'll be fine. Okay? Thanks, Mo Man. You're welcome. Seeing as I don't think your memory gets wiped, over and over again, if we can keep befriending Cat, maybe she will be our way out of this nightmare. I don't know. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone. All right, good night, Kit Kat. Don't stay up too late. Great, the walking corpse is giving me advice on how to live now. Do I really look that bad right now? Good night, Cat. I hurry along. Now, hold on just a... If only I could escape this island as easily as I could from a very, very drunk cat. There might come a time where we actually call her Kit Kat for real, and that might break her. Because we're not supposed to remember that, I don't think. Or maybe we do, but we'll see. Wait a minute. If Kat's drunk, then who's making sure today's episode is good? Oh, Kat. She'll do it after. It... ... Something tells me I'm not going to sleep very well tonight. ... That's why they should hire an editor. She's a producer. The two of us were lying down in a grassy field, watching the world pass us by. I don't know who. This might be Tara again. It could be anybody. Where would you want to go when we're out of here? The countryside. See, that feels like Yui again. Seems like it'd be the only place nowadays that you can get some peace and quiet. Seems like it'd be the only place. Yui would know. She wouldn't have to say seems like. Could be Allie. It could be Allie. Because she likes to get outdoors and run around. But I don't actually know where she's from. She knows how to do boat things. I don't see this being Tara, though, either way. That does sound nice. Would you come with me? I know it's not for everybody, and it's missing a lot of the... You don't even have to ask, love. Of course I'm coming with you. See, that sounds like Yui. It's missing a lot, so that sounds like an experience. So maybe it is. We're a team, right? We are a team. She moves closer. I hold her tight in my arms. Mom would have loved you. See, I think Yui's parents are dead. I don't know. I think it's Yui. I wish you would have had a chance to meet her. I know. We'll make sure our kid gets a chance to meet theirs, though. Wow. Her face turns bright red. What? I mean... Say that after we're actually engaged. It's cute how embarrassed she gets. You mean it? Every word. You're sweet. Not as sweet as you. Gross. Alright. Here we are once again. I don't think we're dreaming about our soulmates. I think we're just dreaming random dreams. A beach scene? Seriously?
Not only gratuitous, but oh so predictable.
I'm here for it. Let's go. Bikini contest.
Oh, come on. It's the beach. Don't be so negative. I guess you're right. It's not every day you get to go to the beach. Are you all right, Tara? You've looked better.
She's probably already sunburned. Tara was practically crawling on the beach sand like a zombie with the one arm. Sunlight, my worst enemy. We meet again, you piece of doo-doo. I feel you to my core, Tara. I'm a redhead and pale. The sun is not my friend. Well, there's some shade under the beach umbrellas over there, Tara. You look like you could use it. I swear I've never seen Tara move so fast. Zoom! Let's go in the water, come on. Scarlet grabs Violet by her hand and pulls her towards the water.
Ah, but I didn't bring anything to change.
That's their excuse for no bikini episode.
Now that's the spirit. Wait up, you guys.
And just like that, they're off. You want to join them? I'd be crazy to miss out on this. Just one thing first. Is she good? What if she pecks like a quick smooch on us to make the other girls jealous? Allie pulls me in her arms and kisses me passionately. Hey, yo! She's making moves. It's hotter when the other girls are around. You think There it is. That was the girl. We had a dream about this. It's hotter when other people are watching. It was Allie. I was thinking that might have been Tara. So Allie is the one. We keep dreaming about all these different girls. It could literally be anyone. It could be and might actually be literally any and all of them. You think they saw? I couldn't stop my jaw from dropping. The look on your face is priceless. My God. Try to keep up. Allie runs to join the other girls in the water. Allie's my like personality opposite. In public, I would be appalled. Like, whoa. I smile and follow suit. We spend the rest of the morning enjoying the warm weather on the beach. I don't know what to do with that information. I think Kat's gonna ask us eventually who we're preferring, but Allie is a strong contender now all of a sudden. I mean, she's all over us, dude. Good morning, Kat. Sorry. Good morning, Kat. I've been looking for you. Oh, not so loud, please. My head's killing me from all that wine last night. I still had to edit our broadcast after that, which didn't help. Somehow this scene feels familiar. Is the amnesia starting to break? Something tells me that my chance of surviving goes down for every open bottle of alcohol on the island. Maybe I should spend today reenacting Prohibition instead of going on a date. You do know how Prohibition ended, right? Not well. We Americans didn't agree with Prohibition. Anyway, back to the brass tacks. Yesterday's second date with Allie went really well. Let's keep striking the iron while it's hot. Which soulmate candidate will you be going on a second date with today? From here, let's go with Scarlet. I'm just gonna kind of go in the order we did the first set of 3, honestly. I'll choose Scarlet. Huh? If making zombies doesn't count as a red flag, I'd love to see what your dating handbook looks like. She's just shocked we haven't chosen Violet first, because that one was way more normal. But that's none of my business. I think Scarlet's somewhere around the mansion. We'll follow you. Oh, we don't have to set up a scene. We're just gonna go looking for. I mean, that's fine. I found Scarlet out for a stroll outside the mansion. She seems a little down. Hey, Scarlet, you doing okay? Oh, jeez. Oh, it's you, Mo. It's just you, Mo, man. You almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's not your fault. I'm just a bit on edge after the whole zombie date thing, whatever it was. Scarlet, that was days ago, literally, because Violet, Allie, like 2 days ago or whatever. That was days ago, Scarlet. Forget about it. I guess I'm feeling a little sad about all that. Why? You saved everybody. I mean, you started it, but you saved everybody. We wouldn't have needed to save anybody if it wasn't for me. Don't worry about it. At least you fixed the situation, right? Let's focus on that. You may have started the problem, but with the best of intentions, and then you fixed it. Hey, at least we don't have banana zombies running around anymore. Without your help, they'd still be running rampant. I don't know how to fix any of that. Still, they wouldn't have been running around in the first place if it wasn't for me. Well, that's true, but hey, it makes for great TV. Which inadvertently is pretty good for keeping me alive, but I'll keep quiet on that part. Besides, you did it because you were trying to get my memories back. That means more to me than I can say. That's true. That is actually very true. I'm sorry I couldn't do it. If it's okay with you, I'll try again, and I'm sure this time... Let's not worry about that now. For now. Thanks, though. I appreciate it. For now, I just want to get to know you better, Scarlet. We got interrupted last time, to say the least. Care to join me in making up for some lost time? There it is again with the lost time. Okay, that keeps coming up. That's gonna come up with everybody. I get it. Okay. That would be fantastic. There's somewhere I'd like to go, if that's okay with you. Lead the way. You won't regret it. I mean, it wouldn't matter if I did. At least I think you won't. Should I be worried? Come on, let's go. That wasn't a no. She grabs my hand and pulls me along with her. Who could say no to a girl who could turn you into a zombie? I mean, I could, but I wasn't gonna. Oh. Behold! Club dance floor? TV? Lights? Is there anyone else here? Is it just you and me? You and me on the dance floor, baby! Behold! There's a nightclub in the mansion? Since when? There is now. I made it myself. What do you mean you made it yourself? You just constructed it? What are you talking about? Granted, I use it more as a testing ground than a real nightclub, but the staff really wanted something to blow off steam in. And okay, I cheated a little bit. I made a robot that made the nightclub for me, but it still counts. I think it counts. You had to make a robot that was capable of making a nightclub, so that feels like it counts to me. I think you're probably the first person ever to say something like that. Also, I didn't know you knew how to build robots. That's amazing. That actually is amazing, though. That's crazy cool. Hey, yeah, it's cool. Heck yeah, it's cool. I get the feeling that building things to make people happier was what I enjoyed the most before I came here. What do you mean by that? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. She's got amnesia. That's also why she's working on it, right? Actually, maybe you're the one person who would. Maybe it's worth a shot. Yeah. Yeah, she's got amnesia too. Could she be like me? I think so. There's so much of my life I can't remember for some reason. I couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. There was a lot of broken people after the war in New Asia. I need to know more about this New Asia conflict. Not just broken bones and missing limbs, but shattered minds. People trapped in their own heads. I was told I had a gift for research, a gift that might help those people be able to reclaim their lives. So I finished school early and got my PhD. I led a task force dedicated to helping the survivors. We helped them forget their most painful, most traumatic memories and move on. That's why Damien probably got a hold of her, or maybe even convinced her that she could help people on this island, then hits her with the amnesia himself too. That's how they got a hold of the amnesia equipment or whatever they're doing. I don't know. It was my life's work, you know, but now I can't remember what it was, how it worked, if we even got anywhere with our research. To be completely honest, I can't remember how I got here either. I'm sorry to ask, but how on earth did that happen? She doesn't remember, bro. If I knew before, I definitely don't know now. Maybe testing got dangerous and I wasn't willing to test on someone else. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Not willing to test on someone else. Could that someone else have been me? It's possible. The crazy thing is, I went from that to being on some kind of dating show. What the hey? I guess it does sound pretty weird, but I'm in a unique position of being able to believe you. And the idea of getting married in 1 week? Who wrote this, an idiot? I'm hoping Damien wrote this because then I would agree with you. I couldn't help but laugh. But what do I even have to lose at this point? I wouldn't look at it that way. I can't remember anything either, but I'm alive. As long as I'm alive, I've got everything to lose and everything to gain. An optimist, huh? That's worth something. I said I'm still alive. Again, I don't think the girls are supposed to know the weight of my life being on the line, so she probably feels like that was a really out-of-pocket thing to say. Where it's like, at least I'm still alive. I guess you'd understand better than anyone. What do you plan to do after this is all over? Honestly, I don't know. I want my memories back, but if I can't get them back, I just try to make the best of things. That's some plan. Again with the winky tongue phase. I'm still working the details out. Give me a break. At least you remember some things. I couldn't even remember my name at first. You got me beat there. We talk for hours about how we both feel about our situations. The good things, the bad things, and forgetting who you are. We laugh about forgetting the embarrassing moments that probably plagued others for a lifetime. We lament the moments that truly made life worth living, the moments that make your life unique. It's nice to have someone that understands. You know, I've got a silly idea if you're interested. Let's hear it. Getting engaged in a week is stupid, and a person who'd agree to that is even stupider than that. All right, so I'm guessing if I had any plans of winning this with Scarlet, that's out the window, I feel like. But I think I'd say yes if it were you, Mo Man. Oh, never mind, hold on. I thought we lost her, and then she reeled me back in. If only to see where life goes with someone like you. Okay. That's, shh, let me finish. Regardless of who you ask on the last day, I'd like to be your friend in the times to come. Okay, you know, I can rock with that. If you'll be mine. I can't remember the last time I had a friend to just talk to about how I feel. That's fair. I think this was the first time that I felt a little better about what happened. I mean, you haven't had a lot of opportunity to feel better if you've been kind of here your entire memory. I'd want you to feel better about the past too. I don't want you to feel alone in this world. It's sad enough, you know? And maybe I'm just being foolish, but who knows? Maybe if we're still in each other's lives after all this, we'll be able to help each other take back the lives we wanted. What do you say? I was thinking the same thing, Scarlet. I'm glad, but how to say, I'd still prefer it if you pick me. What can I say? I'm a bit competitive. On second thought, I'm very competitive. There it is, there's the face. Just saying, but out of all the girls, I'm the best educated, had the most illustrious career, won first place in the National New Asian Science Exhibition, and I laugh out loud as she lists her accomplishments one by one. She makes angry faces at me in mock anger. But most of all, I want you to have a happy life, and I think someone else might get it wrong. We spend the rest of the evening enjoying each other's company. The laughter and smiles never stop, and she never lets go of my hand during our walk. Okay. Seems like a nice night for a walk. I don't know how to feel about these three now. I don't know how to feel. Let's go get some fresh air. Collect our thoughts. Oh, hey Mo Man, what are you doing out here? Just going out for a walk. Care to join me? Sure, why not? Got a few minutes. How about we do a circle around the mansion grounds? Sure. Sounds good to me. How's that hangover treating you? So, how'd your date with Scarlet go? Ah, are we already back to our daily interviews? Did the island run out of wine? That's wholly unrelated. But yes. Anyway, my date with Scarlet today was... I mean... like... feels kind of rude. Like, I feel like we kind of, like, really connected a little bit. What did we even do? Oh, yeah, the dance club. We didn't really do any dancing. It kind of was in the sense that we didn't really do anything crazy. Like, you know, ride out into the sunset on a boat like Allie. But we did a lot of chatting. And, like, that's kind of what dating's all about, is chatting and getting to know each other. So I think it was pretty awesome in the end. Amazing. I feel like I really got to know the real Scarlet today. And for the first time, I feel like I've truly been understood by a fellow amnesiac. I'm glad to hear that, Mo Man, really. Scarlet puts on a front that's nothing like how she really is. I'm glad you can see behind it. She must really trust you. I'm glad she does, believe me. More importantly though, Scarlet's fan base has been ravenous for new content. From what I saw, I'd say you delivered. I'm a solid 85% sure you won't wake up in a torture chamber tomorrow morning. Good job, Mo Man. Thanks, 85%? Keep it up with what you're doing. Our ratings have only been climbing higher and higher every day. But it's not time to celebrate just yet. I know, don't worry. I'm sticking to the plan. That's good to hear. Seriously, if you got yourself killed by not following the plan at this point, you deserve it. I kind of tried to first day, kind of. Looks like we've finished our walk. We've made our full lap. Anyway, I gotta get back to work, but it was a nice break. Night, Mo Man. Night cat. Night cat needs a night cap. I walk back to my room and plop on my bed. Time to get some shut-eye. Or have crazy dreams that will confuse and confound me. The scent of something delicious being freshly baked wafted through the kitchen. That's Violet, 100%. It's just the two of us. Looks like this batch didn't turn... Should I do her voice, since that's who I think it is?
Looks like this batch didn't turn out well either.
She frowns. It didn't turn out well, so maybe it's not a baker. Maybe that's a red herring. Hey, on the bright side, I can at least tell it's bread this time. How much of this game is actually, how much of this game is actually a mystery where I am actually trying to put together the clues? Because this could be Violet, because she's the cook, or she's struggling to make bread, so clearly this is not a baker. And so this is like Tara learning to bake, or this is anybody learning to bake, or whatever. You know what I mean? Uh-oh, that wasn't the right thing to say. It would not have been.
It has been a while since I've done this. Sorry, Mo Man. I wanted you to have something good.
Been a while. All right. I reach for one of the pieces of bread. I think it's still Violet, though. Wait.
Oh, wait, I'm sure it's...
I take one bite, then wolf the bread down like it was the last of its kind. It's delicious. I reach for another to prove my point.
You really mean it?
I take a moment to wolf down the second piece. I shouldn't be wolfing it, though. I should be savoring it. Wolfing it down, it's like I'm hurrying to eat it, so I don't have to suffer it another second. I need to savor it. Cross my heart.
You're just saying that.
She smiles. Ah, that's the moment I've been waiting for. She hugs me with all her might. Ooh, big bear hug.
But I love that about you, you know? I love you, Mo Man.
I hold her tight. I love you too. For a moment, the whole world was just me and her. And that was all that mattered. What I wouldn't give to have you back like this. I don't know if I'm trying to solve a mystery or if it literally could just be, hold on, explosion out. The next day I wake to the sound of an explosion outside. Hold on. That seems like a big deal. I run outside as fast as I can. What the? The first thing I see is Scarlet and black smoke emanating from the ground near her. Would you blow up, Scarlet? Would you do? Oh, hi there, Mo Man. Nice weather we're having, huh? Hey, Scarlet. You okay there? I'm pretty good, all things considered. We're gonna address the black smoke in the room. I've been experimenting again on trying to bring back people's memories without the whole monkey zombie bit. I figure if you and I ever, well, you know, I'd want us to know everything about each other. Why do you look like you're savoring something? What does that look mean? I'm scared. No secrets. I like that, Scarlet. Thanks. I'll let you know if I make any progress with that. Ugh, I gotta clean this up. Give me a minute and then we can head to the forest? I've been meaning to spend some time there since I got to the island. Sounds good to me. Even though I think I'm supposed to be on a date with Violet today. All right, we're just, okay. Okay. We walk together through the forest, hand in hand. Talking about things we'd do after we got off this island. Talking about everything and anything. While she licks her lips succulently at me. Succulently? After we're off this island, whatever happens, do you maybe want to catch a movie together? Sure. Okay. Sure, but why a movie? That's what I was kind of thinking. I'm like, that seems kind of mundane, but I'm not against it. I just, of all the wacky and crazy things that happen on this island, and the wacky and crazy things Scarlet gets up to, Gatling guns, robots, and dance clubs, she's like, you wanna go see a movie? Yeah, sure. Okay. You can laugh, but there's a part of me that just wants to be a regular girl for a day. That's something I could never forget. Oh, well, we can do that. We can make that happen, Scarlet. But see, the thing is, you can try to put a crazy girl into a regular day, but you can't take the crazy out. You can take the girl out of the crazy. There you go. You can take the girl out of the crazy, but you can't take the crazy out of the girl. There you go. We got there. And I'd like it if I could be that way with you. You got me all licking my lips now. What do you say? I'd like that. Yay! Hurrah! Scarlet does a little dance of happiness. Does a little jig, do a little dance. We spend the rest of the morning together in the woods, enjoying each other's company, and maybe a little more than that. I don't even know what that means. Somehow in the middle of it all, I forgot what kind of show I was on in the first place. It was just me and her. Are we about to get tranked because we're gonna like walk too far into the forest? In this moment, more than ever, I'm glad to be alive. And then I wake up in my bed. Oh, okay, no, we made it out in one piece, fair enough. Morning, Mo Man, how'd you sleep? Pretty well, considering how you edit the footage that keeps me alive. Drunk. That sounds like a win-win to me, if you ask me. Can you believe it? We're already on the 6th day of the show. Is it already? Time sure does go by fast. No kidding. Anyway, it's time to wrap up phase 2. You just need to go on a second date with your last soulmate candidate. Shouldn't be too hard, no? Please don't jinx me. Break a leg. Seriously, actually breaking a leg would be a lot better for you than messing up today's date. I'll keep that in mind. If we were dating Allie today, there would be a chance of that. I'm gonna be with Violet today, so I don't know how I'm gonna break a leg, but I'll see what I can do. Not helping, Cat. Time to get today's date started with none other than my 3rd soulmate candidate, Violet. Let's go. I found Violet taking a walk outside the mansion. Hey Violet, what's up?
Oh, hello there, Mo Man. I just thought I'd take a nice afternoon walk. This place truly does bring back memories of home.
Right? Is it smaller than your home? You lived on your own personal island?
Nothing quite that bourgeoisie.
Anyway, I've got a surprise for you. Wanna see? Wait, I've got a surprise for Violet? I've got a surprise? What are we doing?
For me, I
motion her to follow me inside the mansion. I don't know what my surprise is. This is a surprise to me. Ah, hold on a second. Are we gonna get her to bake today? Oh, you better believe it. I asked Kat to pull a few strings and well, we have everything we need to bake whatever we want now. It's weird that like me as a player wasn't a part of, like we were just outside walking around with Kat. We could have had a scene where I do that, is ask her about this, but we weren't there for it. That's so weird.
Oh my!
Violet looks at me with childlike wonder in her eyes.
Let's get right to it then, why don't we?
She was practically shaking with excitement, her smile and laughter positively infectious. We decided to make a chocolate cake. It's her favorite flavor, and I don't remember mine. That said, I also don't remember a thing about how to make cakes, but with Violet, that's not a problem. I know in Minecraft it's wheat, sugar, eggs, milk. She got me up to speed with a soft and steady hand, and before long, we had the cake in the oven baking away. I wish it took longer to make. Seeing Violet do what she loved most was a treat. When she pulled the cake out of the oven, she looked like a kid on Christmas Day. There you go.
Now, just for the finishing touches. A little more here, a little more there.
Seeing someone at work on something that they're passionate about is its own special joy. She was in her own world, humming away as she danced around the cake, decorating it as she went along. I really did have Violet all wrong on our first day that we met her forever ago. I couldn't help but smile and watch her in adoration. She's pure happiness right now. I wish I could take in this moment and just freeze it in time for safekeeping.
I can't wait to share this with the others. But first, Mo-Man, would you mind testing it?
You don't have to ask. You don't have to ask. Believe me, I'm first in line to try it out.
Thank you. I just am unsure if what I make is worth eating or not.
I think anything you make is worth eating. Why is that?
My family's caretaker, Shirley, was the one who taught me to bake. Besides my sister, Shirley was the only one who ever bothered to try what I made. Sometimes I worry that they told me it's delicious just to make me feel better.
I take a little off the top of her cake with my finger and licked it off. I would never do that. I would never just finger into cake. I would get a fork and a knife, get a slice, like a normal person. It's delicious, Violet. You better believe it.
Would you want to help me a little longer? I'm having far too much fun to just stop now.
I got nothing else to do today.
I've just started making some cookies.
Did she do that while I wasn't watching or what?
And I find I quite enjoy your company and help, Mo-Man.
I'd love to. Let me know how I can help. Violet passes me a bowl full of cookie dough, then a tray. I swear if I eat any of the cookie dough, I would never eat raw cookie dough. I would never do it. It's gross. It's not done. I like my cookies done.
All you need to do is make a little cookie-shaped pieces out of this dough, then put them on the tray. Do not try to put any of them too close together on the tray, or it'll become something of a mutant cookie in the oven.
Oh, I've made cookies before. I actually have. I've made cookies before, Violet. Don't you worry. I know how to space the cookies. Got it. No mutant cookies here. I rip off a piece of of dough from the bowl and roll it into the size and shape of a cookie.
Perfect. You're a natural.
Thanks, Violet. Wow. In the time it took me to make one, Violet had made 6 perfect cookies. She moves with mechanical efficiency as she kneads balls of dough into perfectly shaped cookies. Wow, I thought you were great before, but you're really incredible. How long have you been doing this?
Perhaps since I was about, say, 5? To this day, it remains the only thing I can best my sister at.
I finish making another cookie as Violet finishes 3 more. She holds up one of the cookies and I raise it to her face.
You've gotten quite skilled at this, Mo-Man. I just wanted to say again, thank you for arranging this. I'm on top of the world right now.
It was my pleasure, Violet. Gosh, she's adorable when she smiles. For a few seconds, we keep working on the cookies in amiable silence, our eyes locked on each other's. We're working, but we're locked on each other's eyes. That's how you, that's dangerous. That's how you, smoosh a cookie or cut. I don't think we're using knives right now, but cut yourself or whatever. We're in the kitchen right now. Look at what you're doing. You said you had a sister.
Why, yes, indeed. Viola Valentine. First twins in the family.
Ooh, twins.
Oh, I'm out of my room on my tray.
She flashes a devious smile in my direction right before she lightly throws a dough ball at my face. Oh, hang on a second. Food fight? Prepare to be trounced, woman. What's with that cheeky? Before I could react, it splats against and sticks to my face. She bursts into childlike laughter.
Nice catch, Mo-Man. Perhaps you might try using your hands next time?
Oh, it's on. I can't stop myself from smiling as I grab some ammo from my own cookie tray and throw them at her. She dodges them with ease and I laugh. And she laughs, I think. Someone's laughing, we're all laughing.
It's quite humorous how an old caretaker managed to do what you are struggling to do now.
I interrupt her, gloating with another dough ball throw. This time, it makes a satisfying splat against her left cheek. Pop! Strike!
Oh, you are so going down.
Her smile turns devilish as she grabs another dough ball. Oh no. I'm only a second before her next volley. I can go on the defensive or I can go on the offensive. No, we're doubling down. I'm going on the offensive. I just started to reach for another dough ball from the tray when a dough ball splats against my forehead, sending me recoiling backwards. That was the wrong move. I think I needed to defend. Oh well. Ah! And then another landed right next to it. It's fine. She can have her moment to pelt me with dough. Mercy! Mercy! And then another. I said mercy! Parlay! Parlay! I crumple to the floor in defeat.
I declare this my victory in absolute confidence.
She laughs as she points at all the dough on my face. I take the opportunity to interrupt her speech with another dough ball. It splats right against her left cheek. Again, I'm really beaming the left cheek in particular here.
Oh, you're even more dead now.
She pulls out a knife, murders me, for real. Forget surviving this crazy TV show. I don't know if I'm surviving the next 5 minutes. It was like looking a tiger dead in the eye. Violet reloads her ammo and winds up for another throw. It was all I could do to reach for one more ball and scream in defiance. Bring it on! Why was there an explosion? Some say you can still hear my screams in that kitchen to this day. What, we're narrating our life from the future now? What? ... We finished cleaning up after our impromptu food fight and brought the desserts that survived the Great War to the porch. Her smile and laughter were infectious.
Pardon me, but I guess we can rule out you being a baseball player before you had come to this island.
I have played baseball. I was never a great arm. My arm wasn't the greatest, but I did play baseball, actually. She put her hand tenderly against my face as she wiped off some remaining dough. We lock eyes yet again. Her eyes were practically magic.
Thanks for playing along, Mo Man. I suppose it's been too long since I've had that much fun. So, thank you for indulging my little whim.
For someone who seems very like prim, proper, and has to be very like hoity-toity all the time, I feel like letting your inner child out in the kitchen was probably really good for you. Sure. It was a lot of fun for me too, Violet. Don't mention it. Besides, I think I got a few good hits in to make it worth it.
I'm worried for you. It appears your amnesia is getting worse.
Violet laughs as she picks off some more crumbs from my face and licked them off her finger. Okay. All right. Her eyes seemed to linger on mine. And then we began fiercely licking each other. Licking the dough off our cheeks. I thought we were bringing cookies out to the porch. Are there people watching this at this point?
I do hope we could spend more time together soon. I quite liked this.
I'd like that, Violet. I had a lot of fun with you, too. You're full of surprises, you know?
Just wait and see. There's more where that came from.
We spend the rest of the day talking and eating little desserts together on the porch. I guess it's just us on the porch. Okay, that's fine. I just thought when we were talking about the cake, we were gonna like share it with people because I made that whole comment about being first in line. I don't know. Forget everybody else. Forget them. It's just us. Though Violet seemed quite distant when I first met her, I learned the real Violet was nothing like that at all and full of surprises. She could be unexpectedly shy one moment, then mischievous as a child the next. One thing's for sure, being around her makes my heart skip a beat and a time fly by. Before I realized how much time had passed, it was already pitch black outside. I'm conflicted. This is actually the most conflicting triangle that we had. When it was Tara and Yui, the vibes were pretty settled on Yui as far as romance goes, but now this triangle is kind of hard for me to pick. They've all got their own unique things to offer. It's difficult, and they're all very literally throwing themselves at me in adoration. So of course that makes it difficult too. I'm feeling a bit of the late night munchies. Guess I'll go head downstairs. I am too. I've got pretzels. I've got a bag of pretzels I'm eating after this. I'll go downstairs. I'm sure Kat's down here. Probably. Someone's gonna be down here. I walk to the kitchen and open the fridge. Sweet. There's some leftover cookies that Violet and I had made together. I grab a few and wolf them down. I do a lot of wolfing things down. Which the wolfing down makes me think back to the dream where I was wolfing down bread or whatever. So that must have been Violet. Yeah, that makes sense. Delicious. Got
a case of the midnight munchies?
I figured I'd do my civil duty and help finish the cookies Violet and I made.
Right.
Only a good Samaritan would finish all the cookies, so no one else would have to make that sacrifice.
I'm just too good of a person, I know. It gets me into trouble sometimes, just being so cool.
Anyway, I've been meaning to talk with you. What's up? How'd your date with Violet today go? It was awesome. They've all three been great in their own way. It was wonderful, and that's not a word I say very often. I feel like it is. It's not every day where you get to spend it with a woman who can turn a kitchen into a war zone. I can't remember the last time I had so much fun, and that's not the amnesia talking. Violet really is something, ain't she? No kidding. I'd expect no less from the woman who's currently our audience favorite. After that crazy show, I bet it was. Whenever we get you both in the same room, ratings just soar through the roof. I can't say I'm surprised to hear that. Well, that should be enough footage for today. Thanks, Mo Man. You'll be happy to know that phase 2 of the plan was a smashing success. That's great to hear. No kidding. The love square? It's got viewers on the edge of their seats. You've actually broken the record for ratings on a killer dating game show. It's not as niche as it sounds. I'll take your word for that. Do I get a plaque for it? This has got to count for something somewhere, right? She's looking nervous. Do I get a plaque? Do I get a plaque? Cat, I get a plaque. I want to hang it up on my green screen for people to see. Well, we don't have it printed. We haven't printed it yet, but I've prepared your tombstone in advance if you're looking for a souvenir. Not that kind of souvenir. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Cat. Really, really appreciate it. Let it never be said that I am anything but supportive. If that's what you call support, then I'll pass. Anyway, we're on to phase 3. It's pretty much the same as phase 2, except with third dates this time. And one caveat. Oh, what's that, Cat? What's your caveat? What's that all about? I'm sure you've got a favorite in mind between the 3 girls you're dating now. It's actually really hard for me to pick. I'm not sure. If you want to maximize your chances of getting out of here alive, save the best for last. It gives audiences something to look forward to. Sound good to you? Oh, you're gonna make me think about this ahead of time. Oh no. Makes sense to me, I guess. Good. That's all for today. I'll see you later. Night, Mo Man. Good night, Cat. And thanks for the help till now, Cat. I realized I'd probably be screwed without you. Okay. Don't thank me yet. Yeah, she knows how this ends. Well, it'll all repeat. That's why she indulges herself in like flirting with me and hanging out with me, because she knows I won't remember it. And then when I'm like, thank you, she's like, don't thank me. Like, she's indulging in herself and drinking because this is all like a screwed up situation. Guess I'll call it a night. I walk back to my room. Time to get some shut-eye. What's it gonna be this time? ... So what's this supposed to do? Oh, we've actually got Scarlet in our dream right now? It's only a prototype, but technical details aside, you can think of it as a memory rewriter. So it rewrites memories. Pretty much. Think of it like a surgeon's scalpel. That sounds like destructive. With it, you can make someone forget things as big as who they are, or something as small as a specific conversation. So if you use this on someone, anything's fair game. You could erase anything you wanted. But what about the rewriting part? That's a memory eraser. What about the rewriting part? Exactly. Well, maybe it's not really a scalpel since it comes with a reset button. That's the big red button that Cat, who pushed the button? Yeah, it was Cat, not Damien. I think it was Cat. Cat pushed the button, remember? It's sad though. This was supposed to help people after the war. I was supposed to help people after the war. I'm sorry, Scarlet. Don't worry about it. I may not be able to help them, but it doesn't mean I can't help you and your partner escape from this madness. So this is a memory. We are getting a memory. Me and my partner try to escape, and my partner isn't Scarlet. So this is like Clue, like we are figuring it out. Okay, Scarlet's not the soulmate, okay. All right, we'll go from here. Thank you, really, thank you so much. I know you're taking an incredible risk for us that honestly, most people would never. Don't mention it, Mo-Man, it's what I do. If they manage to trace it back to me, then I'll accept whatever comes. It'd be the first time I helped somebody in quite some time. Scarlet. The boat is just past the woods, behind the rocky enclave near the beach. It won't be there forever, so act quickly. It'd be suicide to go for it during the day, so I recommend heading there near midnight. Thank you, Scarlet. And yet we get discovered. She wouldn't give us up, would she? I don't think so. But we do get caught. You sure you don't want to come with us? Someone has to stay here to help the people that fall in this spider's web. You don't have to be so noble. I envy her, you know, to get to leave this place with you. But someone needs to stay here and do what's right. Wow, Scarlet. We'll get you free. We'll break you out of here. And that's going to have to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm enjoying this story. And if you're enjoying the series, please leave me a like. And until next time, bye-bye. A huge thank you to all of the members that support this channel, in particular Archmage, MagicMan Joe, who I heard once took a date to an aquarium, but got locked in after closing. They ended up having some private time with the fish until security found them.